What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting at $29,000. We're down about 3.5%. What I want to do is spend a little bit of time here today on the one-day time frame. And the reason why I want to spend some time on the one-day time frame, guys, is typically the moves that Bitcoin makes, they're really explosive and you need to be on a slightly shorter time frame. The monthly and the weekly play a great determination in the trend overall, but when you're trading Bitcoin, I really found the best clarity in the one-day time frame. So I want to spend just a little bit of time on the one day here, show you some key areas. Right now we are testing our 50-day moving average. This is an important area for us today, guys. We have about 6 hours till the daily candle close, so we're going to see if we can hold that area or if we're going to break down and trade below the 50-day moving average. So typically that's important for us, guys, because it's going to show momentum. When we're in an uptrend, a pretty strong uptrend, we're staying up above that 50. When we're having retracements, many times we'll stay below that 50. As you can see, we are here for a month below this 50 until we broke back through it. So if we do close below it, guys, I would anticipate some more pressure to the downside, potentially a retest of this 200-day moving average. We have not had a retest of the 200-day moving average since we had a hammer candle, and this was on March 10th. 2023. So we have not back tested it since then. We definitely could, guys. If we start closing below this 50, it could put some more pressure down into that range. And the reason for that is we traded sideways here for about 30 days. We tried to break up above 32,000. We could not get there. That was a big area for us. We talked about how if we could get a real strong candle close up above 32,000, it might open the door up to 40,000. Didn't happen. We saw a rejection here with a bearish engulfing candle, and now we're getting pushed down. And you can see the weakness coming into Bitcoin. So next area I would look for is down around that 200-day moving average, and that's going to be at $26,300. Another thing that's also putting a little bit of bearish pressure on Bitcoin is the relative strength. We are breaking down through that 50 line. Right now we're at 40. So that's going to be another area that we'll have to get up through, which could potentially act as overhead resistance for us. I like to use that 50 line for support, resistance. Many times, guys, when I'm trading something to the long side, I like to see that nice break up through the 50. Just to give you an example here on this relative strength, I didn't play this, but once we really broke up through that 50 here, guys, we got a lot of momentum and it led to a really nice move there. And sometimes when you get a breakdown through that 50, it can lead to a fall like we had back over here. Broke down through the 50, had a really nice push to the downside there. So just something we want to watch, we want to pay attention to, because we traded up here, guys, for about 30 days. So the fact we are starting to break down now on a little bit above average volume, we'll take a look at our volume as well, if this will come in for me, guys. Volume right now is at 12.69K, and the average volume here is 7.70K. Overall market cap is going to be at $563.94 billion right now. Overall trading volume in the last 24 hours, $16.49 billion. So stepping back out and looking at this range, guys, why the 200 could also be significant for us here. And if we're just looking a little bit more in the macro, you can see the low that we had, higher low, higher low, higher low here around 26,000. We would want to keep those higher lows. Right here, we didn't necessarily get higher highs. We got it a little push up above, but we didn't get that continuation. So we've stalled on the higher highs. We want to continue to keep the higher lows at least intact. If you're a bull for Bitcoin, is going to be an area for you to watch. If we turn on our smart money concepts, it's going to be by Lux Algo. So what it has, guys, is you paying a premium up at the price of around $31,000 to close to $31,900. That's our premium area. Our prior day high is going to come in at 30,362. Prior day low is going to be at 29,753, and we are breaking down through that, the prior day low. So that's also showing some more weakness. Equilibrium, the fair price here is going to be more so around $23,000 to $24,000. Then they have us at a discount and a strong low down here to around 15,500 up to $16,300, what they consider a discount. They also call this a strong low. So if we did get back down to that area, guys, we'd have to see if that would be some type of a double bottom for us. If it did span this amount of time as well, that could be extremely strong. Not saying we have to get down to that area, but if we did get down to that area, that could present really great buying opportunities. But when we're looking at this here, guys, first just really digging into this candle here, wait for the candle close. Let's see what happens. It's potentially a bearish engulfing candle. If it closed like this, if we get a really long wick to the upside and we close up here, that might show some strength. Then we'd have to get through the prior day's high. But right now, we're just really showing that weakness. So be careful in that range. Watch down around this 200-day moving average. I would put an alert on it just to see what happens, because typically, guys, if we do get down to this area, if we can't hold it and we break down, if we back test it and we fail to get back up into that 200-day, that will show the big capitulation drop to the downside. And also, not saying that's going to take place here, guys. No one knows what's going to happen, but it's something that we have to watch. And that's why we're putting the importance of this 200-day moving average out there for you guys to watch. If we can hold that, get a nice bullish engulfing candle, a hammer candlestick off some nice volume, then that may be the local low, and we could go back up and try to test some of the higher levels around $32,000. But right now, I'm going to continue to be cautious, be patient, wait for some great buying opportunities. Hope you all are doing well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless.